What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, and with me as always is the lovely
Tifftastic.
That's right. And Tiff, today we're talking about something pretty cool. Something that we've been waiting for quite a while, and that is finally we have a little bit of new information regarding the Flash movie.
Nice.
Yeah, that's right. There's been so much back and forth with this movie. It's been on, it's been kind of off. We thought it was Flashpoint at first, and then it wasn't Flashpoint, and then it was just Ben Affleck's gone. All this stuff is going on. We don't know what's happening next. But then all of a sudden comes this little nugget of joy that gets dropped by Ezra Miller in an interview. And we're going to watch the interview along with you if you haven't seen this interview already. And it just talks about what's been going on, what the thought process is, and then we're going to talk about that for a minute, all right? So please join us as we watch Ezra Miller talk about the Flash movie.
And apart from Credence, we also have the other character, Barry Allen Flash.
Yes.
Anything about the progress of the Flash film?
Oh. It's getting really good. It's getting really good now. You know, anyone who knows anything about Barry Allen knows that he's always late.
Yeah.
But then when he arrives, he gets stuff done.
Yeah.
And that's definitely how this film's production schedule is proceeding. We're a little late, but we're really, the reason why we're late, and this is the honest to God truth, is the reason why we're late, is because we're all, and I include myself in this, we are very meticulously focused on making a movie that's not just like one of the greatest superhero movies that we can possibly make. This movie's also going to be a gift to the fans,
Nice.
This movie's going to be a real pure offering to the fans of this material. And we've hit a couple points in the script's development where we've looked at it and gone, this isn't it yet.
Nice.
It has
I
to
like
be.
that.
And we're talking about sparking a whole new universe, which is, it's not just the DC multiverse, it's the Speedster multiverse. And
Nice.
the Speedsters are the ones who connect all of the disparate pieces of it. Because Marvel is a universe, right? It's just one world and all the same characters in it. DC is a multiverse. There's all these different stories with different realities, different characters and versions of characters. And the Speedsters are the ones who move through it all. They're like the connecting bridge between all these different collaged parts.
Nice.
And so
That's awesome.
I'm really delighted at how focused everyone is on getting it just right. And I'm really devoted to that as well. And I honestly, we won't make the film unless it's going to be this consummate, beautiful offering to the fans and to everybody. I mean, we're just going to make a fantastic movie, but we're really focused on making it this, super gift to DC fans.
Thank you. The fans are really excited about the film.
Not as excited as me.
Thank you. Time's up.
Thanks so much. Yeah, pleasure. Yeah, take care.
Okay, so, man, that gives me just,
Happy chills.
as a Flash fan, as a DC fan, I feel good.
I feel right.
I feel right. I feel right after listening to that. Tiff, what goes through your mind when watching that?
It makes me happy. It makes me smile. It reminds me of the same kind of fervor that Grant Gustin brings to the TV show is the same that he's doing for the movie.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that it's awesome to know that there's going to be, an entire production, including the main actor, that want to make this perfect enough before they bring it to us as fans.
Yeah. My goodness. That is just...
You don't hear that much anymore.
No, and people, look, here's the thing. When people talk about movies and the movies that they're going to be in, I mean, everybody always blows smoke, right? It's like, oh, it's the greatest movie I was ever in. This movie really captures everything. And then it turns out to be Batman and Robin, right?
But to have him say that they actually taped stuff, went back, and they're like, nope, this isn't it.
Like they're working on it.
That's awesome.
They're working on it. They got to a point where it's like they get to places in the script where it just wasn't working. And they got to push through it. They got to push through it. And I'll tell you what, I would rather them spend the time
to get it right.
than to just blast through with something and say, look, we put a Flash movie out.
Here's a Flash.
Right? And the thing is they've got extra, it's even more pressure, I think, on the Flash movie for a reason. Because, like, yes, there's these other superhero movies, come out, and but we've had, how many different Batman at this point, right?
Yeah.
So yes, you really have to mess up Batman, and I joke about Batman and Robin, but I mean, you really have to mess up Batman to mess up Batman, right? Henry Cavill was good as Superman, but there's still people who didn't like Superman, but Henry Cavill had Christopher Reeve to live up to, right? So there's a little bit of there too, where like Superman kind of has that little bit of the same that Flash has going on right now, because even though the Flash, this will be the first movie of the Flash, right now the Flash is a hot commodity because of the TV show. I mean, a lot of you are here because of the Flash, because we watched the Flash together and because we've done Flash videos over the last few years. And so there's a lot of pressure on this movie, on Ezra Miller and on DC, to deliver something different and fresh that they're not doing necessarily on the TV show, which is a hard thing because they've done a lot of stuff.
Yes, and he mentioned
on the TV show.
speedsters, he mentioned multiverses. That's exciting stuff that they're actually going to bring to life.
That is so exciting to hear. That he, like, you know what I love about this too is that Ezra Miller gets it.
And he's just as excited as any fan would be. It's almost like he's a fan of what he's doing.
Yeah.
Within, it's like fanception for him.
It's so cool to hear somebody talk about a superhero movie that, like, they understand the source material.
When she said we are so excited, and he's like, not as excited as me, and he's the one playing the Flash.
Exactly. So the fact that he can talk about the fact that DC is this multiverse and that it's connected with the speedsters and how that works and that they want to do this big thing that connects everybody. Now my brain starts racing about, what does this mean that this is going to be
which speedsters? What things are they going to do? Which multiverses? Which Earths?
What is he alluding to when he says that this is going to be a pure gift to the DC fans and to the fans of this material?
That's exciting stuff.
I mean, that can mean a lot of things. Now, I'll tell you what, we have heard rumors before that this movie would include just things just like kind of like if you're a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fan, there's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle animated movie called Turtles in Time, where it just draws from all these different multiverses of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, right? Live action, everything. And at one point, you see all this stuff play out in that movie. If you've never seen that movie and you're a Turtles fan, look it up. Turtles in Time, great thing. But you have everything from the black and white Eastman comic book versions to the 80s cartoon versions to the kind of more hardened cartoon versions later on, and it actually shows the live action, it shows everybody, it shows all these things. There's been rumor and talk, and I would, as a DC fan, I would love to see, even if it's just like in passing, that you get a movie where it includes like all these different multiverses. Like you just see maybe like he's running through the Speed Force,
just like Barry does in the TV show.
And you see this flash by of the Flash TV show, for example, right? Or you see a flash by of Michael Keaton's Batman, right? Or Christopher Reeve as Superman, or Tom Welling or something like that. Just these little flashes, as he's running through the Speed Force. That to me would be cool. When you talk multiverse, that's what I think. Because I think that's the great thing about DC. They've had so many TV shows and movies.
Yeah, it could tie it all together.
And over the years, and animated shows and all these things over the years, that it's like you could pull up little bits and pieces of that and say, look, this is our multiverse. This is what we've been building to this whole time. I don't know that that's what it is, but that would be sweet.
It would be awesome, nerd tids and bits.
Yes. And so to hear Ezra Miller this excited about this movie and that he's still excited about it, because it's been kind of sitting there just kind of not doing anything for a while, and we haven't gotten any concrete anything, and it's been through different directors. Lord and Miller were originally supposed to do this, and they actually left this movie to go do the Solo movie, and the Solo movie's already out, been done with. They left to go do the Solo movie instead of the Flash, and then they got kicked off of the Solo movie, and the movie's already been out and done and everything. So I mean, that's kind of the timeline we're talking with this movie, that all this stuff has happened in the meantime. So I'm excited to hear that he's excited about it, that it's still happening, it's still on. I think it's only a positive thing if we get a good Flash movie within this existing DC universe that's going on right now. And As a fan, I'm super excited. You excited?
I am very excited.
All right, so guys, we want to know what you think. Do these words from Ezra Miller excite you about the Flash movie? All right, and tell us in the comments section, one, if you're excited or if you're not excited, but also tell us your perfect scenario for the Flash movie. Like, what would you want to see in a Flash universe that deals with the multiverse? All right, let us know what you would like to see. Which speedsters would you like to see show up in this movie? Let us know down in the comment section. Remember, you can also find us on social media. We're on Twitter and we're on Instagram, and all that information is down in the description below. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. Now I'm just waiting. Now we're just counting the days till we get an announcement of actually when this movie is going to come out. All right. So I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. As always, my name is Enosh, aka Enosh Fett, along with the lovely
Tifftastic.
And all we can say is keep running, Barry. Keep running. Until next time, bye-bye.